Good morning. My name is John Donovan. I'm General Manager of WS Radio Las Vegas. And the reason I'm here this morning is because I had a very, very interesting guest on our show. Las Vegas is talking, probably been about 6 weeks ago, time flies. And he's sitting to my left. His name is Stan Vaughan. And Stan is the world champion. Stan, let's make sure I get this right. World champion
of WCF.
Of WCF, the World Chess Federation. And when I heard that Stan was having a news conference this morning and that he was going to be talking about filling up hotel rooms in a city that really needs some economic help, and that he was going to be proposing, I guess not proposing, a chess tournament that's going to be beginning in early December, I said I'd like to be a part of that, at least to introduce Stan to the audience here this morning. And Stan, I've got to say that when you were on our show, I know we talked about chess, but we also talked a lot about the politics of chess. And it was absolutely fascinating. I think it had probably more response than any show that we've had. So with that, let me introduce Stan Vaughan. And Stan, you can tell us your plans here that are coming up for this amazing tournament here in Vegas.
Okay. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. The WCF, not to be confused with FIDE, the International Chess Federation, which is a competitor of ours, today will outline some of the problems in the chess world. I want to talk about that at this time of record unemployment in Clark County. What the WCF is planning to do is sanction a $7.5 million record richest chess title cycle in history. And in an attempt to offer an alternative to the aforementioned problems, but also to possibly bring as many as 6,500 chess players from around the world, and we hopefully that will put a boost to the Las Vegas economy. We're hoping for media assistance that will be appreciated to help ensure success of this venture and getting the news out worldwide to bring players to Las Vegas. And this event is historic because for the first time in history, we have an organization that is opening this up to anyone in the world without any requirement of being a member of any organization. All you have to do is come to Las Vegas and register and play in the event. And then you can compete to win the right to challenge for the title in 2011. Next, I wanted to point out, you may have seen an article recently in the Tampa Tribune and around the U.S. New world champion crowned, Obama wins World Chess Championship. That is inaccurate. It hasn't happened. He may have won the Nobel Prize, but he doesn't have the World Championship ring or the other things that go along with it, such as the Chess King cufflinks or whatever there. But we would be happy if he wanted to attempt to play and compete for the title. One of the things we wanted to point out is that we're very fortunate that just on October the 13th, the United States Patent and Trademark Office issued us the full exclusive worldwide rights to the, and documented it. We have this in our handouts. We have a complete set of handouts out back there. And we are now given the registration for the World Chess Federation, the exclusive rights to use that, apart from simply the word chess by itself. Some of the reasons that WCF is competing against FIDE is because of the way it's being run. It's a very corrupt organization. The current head of the FIDE, our competitor, is a billionaire named Kurzan Ilyumzinov. In his biography, he has a chapter, "It only takes me 2 weeks to have a man killed." And we do have some handouts about something that exactly happened just that way. Larissa Udina, we have quite a few pages about her murder in Kalmykia when she was investigating Ilyumzinov, and his brother was there at the murder along with 2 of his aides who were convicted. And she was investigating some of the corruption of funds being diverted to build this elaborate chess city. One of the things that he had in his book is he talks about having had space aliens take him to a foreign star. Considering the intrigue that he's been involved with murders and things like that, I'm wondering if the aliens wouldn't have been a little scared of taking him along in their spaceship. Somebody who associates with the Lockerbie bomber, etc. maybe they might have been afraid that he might blow up their spaceship or something. But more importantly, this, as I said, this organization is opening this up to anyone in the world. Unlike FIDE, which held their championship sponsored by Gaddafi in Tripoli in Libya. Gaddafi offered $2 million in prizes with the one proviso that no Jews in the world were allowed to be receiving visas to compete in that tournament. Unlike ours, it's open to anybody in the world regardless of race, religion, or creed. There's also scandals in the FIDE chess world regarding him buying votes from the representatives of national chess federations by giving out Rolex watches or $3,000 cash each. Those are documented in some of the handouts out back. One of the other things that have just come out this week that he has decreed is a new compensation clause whereby if anybody in the world who is a grandmaster wants to immigrate to another country, they cannot do so and play for the new country unless they pay him 50,000 euros or the equivalent of 75,000 cash. We certainly condemn this FIDE's reserve clause. This is very similar to the old Major League Baseball former reserve clause whereby players are considered to simply be property to be bought and sold, in this case not by teams but by the national chess federations. We have documentation here on how the event will take place in 3 stages. The opening ceremonies will be December the 1st, and that will continue on for 12 days, 1 round each day, starting at noon. One of the next things I wanted to talk about, this is the day before Halloween, and we had a chief rabbi in Jerusalem, Israel, issue a ruling that he believes that he understands why, as he calls it, an evil spirit has taken over the World Chess, the International Chess Federation, through Ilya Zinov, and he says the reason for this is that a Jewish chess player named Victor Korchnoi played through a psychic over an 8-year period a match with the ghost of Grandmaster Maraxi Spirit, who died in 1951. And this chief rabbi said that he broke Jewish and Christian law by contacting the dead. He said that the Torah and the Bible clearly forbids the consulting of mediums or spiritualists, and by opening up this portal to the earthly world and realm, that he was able to, this allowed an evil spirit to come in and take over chess, and that's why since then Kasparov's organization has failed. So we invited Korchnoi to play, providing that he wouldn't contact any more spirits in the future. But unfortunately we found out that he accepted a $20,000 offer from Ilya Zinov to play a match in Elista, Kalmykia at the time of our event. So he's not giving up the ability to contact and bring more evil spirits into this world and everything. Okay, well that concludes our press conference today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me any questions. I'm here to play any chess games with the press if they want. But we have lots of handouts and some little lapel pins, souvenir pins that you can take with you. And we're hoping to bring a lot of people to Las Vegas. We just recently had Vegas Russian tours who are coming on to try to get spectators from Russia to come and watch this thing. And we're hoping that we can give a boost to the Las Vegas economy. Thank you very much.